Hello. Hello. We are here today to try out one of these. Well, this is a Surpass Hobby, but just generally the new sort of breed of 5-slot brushed motors. Because they're confusing, I don't know if they work. Well, at least do what they claim. So let's find out. Let's do some actual tests. Now, currently, we got the FTX Outback Fury, and these come as stock with a 20-turn motor, which is quite high for a crawler because at the moment I'm running a 35-turn, and the basics of turns in a brush motor is the more turns is a slower top speed and more torque. And what we found with this, with the 20-turn, was that when you came up to an obstacle like that and you try and go over it, the wheels would just spin. You know, you couldn't start off slowly, you couldn't gradually work your way up. You'd do a wheel spin, it'd jiggle about, it'd fall over. So then we turned to the 35-turn motor, and that gives you a lot less wheel speed. You can really gradually go up things, you know, it's a lot more controllable, a lot torquier, but you do lose that sort of initial momentum to get up a hill or whatever. So I'm looking at what's out on the market, and along come these. But they throw you because this is a 16-turn, and you're like, well, why would you even market that for crawlers? But the way these work, the 5 poles, long story short, it says they are smoother, they let you have more control down low, but they're more efficient, so they give you more speed at the top end, which is like the best of both worlds, technically. So what we're going to do is do a few tests with this one, see how slowly we can get it to go, how fast we can get it to go, and the sort of control. Then we're going to waz this one in and repeat those tests, see if it lives up to its claims. It comes in a nice little box, probably as valuable as the motor because they're about 16 quid, and immediately it does, you can feel it just rotates. You grab one of these normal motors, you can feel it going from magnet to magnet to magnet like that. It's really jerky. So, you know, it's got potential in the smoothness. So let's start stock, or with what we've got, see what happens and go from there. Right, so we're going to try first of all, there'll be no changes apart from the motor, the gearing, everything, battery. We're literally going to go change it 6 bolts. So first of all, with the 35-turn motor, we have 3 goes at each, fastest and slowest between these 2 lines. So ready with the stopwatch? You just say go and I'll go.
Okay, you're going to go on go, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right. 3, 2, 1, go.
That wasn't a very good go.
1.8 seconds. 1.8 seconds.
Right, it's consistent. Right, let's see how slow we can do it then.
Okay, right then. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, that is as slow as it goes with this motor.
I'm not sure how sciencey this is. We probably should have been rolling and then rather than starting. So that's 13.8.
If you look at some of the other videos in our channel, Paul has a Hobby Wing axe, which is probably like the best crawler setup you can get, brushless. That thing can go just like sloth in a vat of super glue slow. Wow, this will make scintillating viewing right here.
Roars past to the finish line. 10.9.
Yeah. But even now with this motor, you can kind of hear it going. Nah, nah, nah.
11.8.
Right. So let's try the same again. Let's go swap the motor over. See what happens.
Sorry, you waiting for me?
Yeah, because I kind of need the gear off of that. Thank you, Captain Science. What a knob.
Check you got the right wires on your motor before you fit it.
Yeah, there's a good tip. We'll leave that in for you. Or just do what I would have done and just crush it together with some pliers. but this is the correct way. Right, let's plug it in, and I'm going to hold it up and see how much we can balloon the tyres with our newfound power.
Balloon the tyres.
Whoa! Oh, it's really different sounding.
It is.
It's quite cheery.
You can hear the smoothness.
You can. Oh, it's perky. I definitely think it's quicker.
I'd say it's quicker. Well, a couple of drag launches like you did before then. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. 1.3. 1.6. 1.3 again.
Cool. Right, now for the slowness.
Okay, right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it's way slower, isn't it?
Yeah, we might as well time it, but...
Well, that was finished by now, I think, with the previous one, isn't it? Is it 13 seconds?
No way! Something that actually does what it promises.
21.6.
It's faster and slower.
I think it looks like it's got the punch from the 20 turn that was in it to start with, but with lots of control.
If this doesn't just burn out in 2 seconds like that RC 4-wheel drive one, where the shaft went all funny, it's going to be awesome. Take it down the woods. What's happened to your snorkel?
Oh, it's got some mud and some leaf.
Further to our Surpass 5-slot review, let's do a waterproof test. Here's a Surpass Hobby 5-slot, 5-hole thing that's apparently excellent, waterproof. Let's find out. Yes! All the slow wheel speed is doing me favours. Perfect. You never know if it's an inch deep or a foot deep. Like that.
Ooh. That was conk out?
Yeah. Oh, part 2, is it actually waterproof?
A point to note, because this motor's open brush gear, Mike's been playing in loads of dirt and water.
I haven't been playing in loads yet, I've only just got here, that's why it's
well,
so annoying.
It's running out all over my hands, there's enough. Look, all over the power cable's dirty water, so there's gritty dirt got in around the brush gear and it's holding the brushes up to stop them sliding in, so we're losing power.
The sort of chamfered bit goes ever so slightly on the edge of the spur gear.
Yeah.
That might have happened. Which isn't the end of the world, it just wears like a millimetre of the spur gear away. Yeah, this really has got the slow speed now though that I couldn't do before. All this, like you used to do, I can just really, really slowly. That's so much better. I'm just a bit gutted about like finding such an awesome thing and then it being flawed.
Yeah. But I think that's a fixable flaw.
Well, if it proves to work the rest of the day without going in water, and then for 9 out of 10 people it's going to be fine anyway.
A little bit of speed, to give it a chance to sink. Oh. That's speed starting.
No. Oh, power!
So you didn't have that before, did you?
No.
Oh.
See, we're back to the positives. Everything apart from that one instant is amazing.
One little sticky brushlet, don't let it ruin your day.
Because I never used to be able to keep up, now I can a little bit better. Not really. Oh, it's for you, that's it.
What do you mean, he's got to hang around under the trees?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Extra wheel speed helping.
All hail the Surpass Hobby to help Mike surpass more obstacles. The muddy passage has been blocked.
No, my motor's dying. And that's it. Oh no, still going. Oh god. No. I'm literally against the wall of mud, my tyres aren't even turning. I think my motor's stopped, give it up. I've got no motor again, I don't think. It might just be that it's up against that much dirt. No. So that's the limit then, loads of dirt. Aids. Right, it's going to be really loud in the background. We are having an issue with this motor, which isn't really the motor's fault, but also is, you know, the other motors haven't done it. Where the end of the motor's all open, and as you can see, we've been pushing through some really squelchy mud. It's probably worse water and mud than most people would do, so you can't really say it's bad. In fact, the Traxxas Titan motor and the original FTX both stopped working in the same mud. But what's happening is it's getting in all the openings, and where you've got the brushes, they're getting really wet and dirty, and the motor's stopping working. So you need to take them out and clean them. Now obviously 99% of people won't get that bad, but we do. We really do. So currently really enjoying the performance of it in every way, but it's not performing when it's not working. So we're just going to quickly take the brushes out, WD, put it back. If it's something that continues, it will ruin the enjoyment of it, but overall this is a brilliant motor. Right, we've had a very interesting morning trying this new 5-slot Surpass Hobby crawler 16 turn extreme motor out. As you will now see by the footage, it is indeed quicker and slower. It has excellent control. I would say this made the driving experience of this and the things it could do so much better. It could tackle things with more vigour, it could go faster, it could also, you know, really creep them. It was nice to have the little bit of extra wheel speed. You know, the same obstacles I've struggled with before could do no problem. But the reason it's now in my hand rather than there is it has a real Achilles heel. Now, this won't affect, again, we've covered this in the video, but this won't affect the vast majority of people. It is only going to rear its head in super goop. I mean, these are back, cleaned off now, but you will see we have been in super goop today. It has been really thick, soupy, muddy water. And because the back of this is exposed, and especially because in this truck, this is the front, it goes that way. So if you're pushing through any form of water, any slop, it is getting rammed. You know, with your forward momentum, it is getting rammed into all those open bits. And these brushes that make the contact and obviously make the motor work were getting dirt and grime in, and as soon as that happens, you've lost the electrical contact, it's no longer working. So we were literally dead in the water. All we had to do is bring it home, you pull them out. I mean, this is rebuildable, it's the whole point, but you remove these springs, you pull them out, you WD it, it's fine again. But you can't do that in the middle of the field. But a lot of people won't be treating their trucks like we do. They won't be taking them through huge lakes. You know, if you're out in the garden, if you're out on soil, sand, rocks, stones, even clean water, anything but this minging swamp soup, you'll be fine. And we are going to try some kind of heat shrink, you know, closure thing. I imagine it'll be fine. But for the minute, it's winter, it's horrible, it's windy. Put in this motor for the time being, just to be able to plough through, have a good laugh, you know, go through stupid lakes like we do. But I can't recommend this highly enough, you know. That is, I think it's a problem we can overcome, or you could just not drive like an idiot through things that we do. But for me personally, yeah, it's an issue, but I treat this, you know, we go hard, really. But yeah, it does what it says on the tin, and I am genuinely impressed. I didn't think there's anything that could be faster, slower, more controllable, not more expensive. This is like 17 quid. Really, really impressive. So 2 thumbs up. If we can nail the dirt issue, 3 thumbs up. I'll go to Chernobyl, I'll grow an extra arm. So yeah, good stuff.
You're not going to do your little...
I sort of did. I can't even remember what I did now. It was spur of the moment. I can't be that cool ever again. and go from there. Finger snaps my new end. Oh wait, my motor just worked again. I want smoke. I've got smoke. Cool.
You've got smoke.
Yeah, that's bad.